I made over 600 videos on YouTube and spent the last 12 months analyzing over 1,000 videos across YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. Mr. Beast, Hormozes, cooking channels, tech reviewers, and here's what very few people know about content that works. All the successful creators use the exact same patterns. It's called content modeling. And once you understand this pattern recognition, you will never create content the same way again. I'm Doc. I've built channels that hit over 100,000 followers across social, founded 3 business, sold 1, and now I'm sharing everything I learned from my experiments. So let's go. Welcome back to the lab. So what is content modeling? First, let's be crystal clear. Content modeling is not copying. It's the conscious imitation of a proven process. You study what works, not because you want their status, because you want to understand the system behind the result. You see modeling throughout history. Children grow up modeling their parents, artists improve their craft modeling their ancestors. Leonardo da Vinci learned painting by modeling his teacher Verrocchio. He even painted an angel on his teacher's canvas. That's the same style, just with few more details. Perfect example of modeling. For our case, you find a successful example, reverse engineer the structure and rebuild it for your context. This has been happening forever. In the 2000s, BuzzFeed popularized listicles, 21 things only kids will understand. Then every media company jumped in with the same format. 5 foods you should never eat, 10 exercise for great abs. But BuzzFeed didn't even invent listicles. It was there much earlier than them. 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey, for example, the book published in 1989. Today you see it everywhere with 5 AI tools that will replace your job. You see, you don't need to be first, you can be the next. Here's the thing, before I knew this, my other channel was getting 1,000 to 2,000 views per video on average. We had like 5,000 subscribers. We were stuck making content, putting in the work, but nothing was breaking through. Then we decided to turn pro. We studied successful creators and all we saw was modeling. Working on outlier content, reverse engineering what worked, so we said let's try it, we'll do it. We start modeling content, researching outlier tools, modeling titles, title frameworks. We modeled exactly how successful creators open their videos with their hooks. How they do it, we did it too, but within our concepts, with our voice, for our niche. First video after we did this exploded. This true story, it got 50,000 views. We never done this before and we were hooked, and it followed. In the next 4 months we hit 40,000 followers. We almost 10x our subscribers, and then we followed our internal outliers, our own best performance, and then they worked again and again. This will simply work for anyone who uses it. One time I even modeled the thread I saw on Twitter. It perfectly aligned with our channel, got the story, told in our style, boom, attention all over the place. So how do you actually do this? Let me break it down to you. Alright, so if everyone is modeling, where do you find the content worth modeling? Step 1 is you start with your own best performing videos. You go to your YouTube studio and check your top viewed content. These are your internal outliers. Why start here? Because if something worked once on your channel, you already know your audience wants more of it. Model your own winners first. Step 2, competitor channels. Go to their popular tab. This instantly shows you what their audience actually responds to, but don't just look at channels in your exact niche, you look adjacent. If you're a business coach, check out fitness coaches. If you're in tech, look at finance creators. Different niches, same psychology. Step 3, and this is where it gets powerful, use tools. oneof10.com. This tool helps you spot outlier content. You find videos that perform better than the channel's average. It has a free Chrome extension. Install it, and when you browse YouTube, you will see outlier scores right on the thumbnails. You can check your own outlier scores for your channel and also your competitors. These are the videos you want to study, not the average performance, the breakouts, the outliers. You can also use vidIQ. They have been around the game the longest. They also have a free Chrome extension. All of these tools do the same thing. Basically, you remove the guesswork, find where attention already lies, so you are not analyzing random videos, you are studying proven winners. And here's a bonus: sign up for Creator Hooks newsletter. Every week they send a list of high performing hooks and headlines from across YouTube. It's like having someone to do the research for you. That's my current favorite. So spend 1 hour per week doing this, and that's it. 1 hour of research gives you 30 days of content ideas. So let's cover quickly what the hell is an outlier. Simple definition: content that gets 5 to 10 times the views compared to channel's baseline. If a channel averages 5,000 views per video and one video hits 50,000 views, that's an outlier. Something about the hook, topic or packaging clicked with the audience, it broke through the noise. Now here's what most people miss. Outliers aren't accidents, they follow patterns. Maybe the title used a specific curiosity framework. Maybe the hook opened with a contrarian statement. Maybe the thumbnail had a clear focal point with minimal text. Your job is to find those patterns. And with the tools I mentioned, you can spot them. So you are letting data guide you, not I think people will love seeing me talk about this. Once you find those 5-10 outliers in your niche, you will start seeing the same patterns repeat. Same hook structures, same story arcs, same thumbnail styles. That's when you know you have found something worth modeling. The next step, I will show you exactly how to break these down and extract the frameworks you can use. How to model without copying. I think this is the most important part yet, how to model without copying, because there is a fine line. Copying is taking someone's exact title, exact thumbnail concept, exact script, and just changing few words. That's lazy and it doesn't work long term. Modeling is studying the underlying framework, the psychology, the structure and the pattern. When you find an outlier with good, say 10 times multiplier, you break it down using this reverse engineering checklist. First, you look at title and the hook. Ask yourself, what promise does this title make? What emotion does it trigger? Is it curiosity? Is it fear, desire, relief? Write down the exact framework. Try to break its structure like you are making a template. For example, great outlier content, 30 years of business knowledge, 2 hours, 26 minutes. And the framework actually is X years of niche knowledge in your time frame. It has a personal knowledge format with a curiosity kick. You can use that structure for anything. Second, intro structure. How does the video start? Does it open with a bold claim, a personal story, a shocking statistic, a problem statement? Do they introduce themselves? You want to watch the first 30 seconds 3 times. Note the exact beats. What's the setup? Where is the tension? Then they do make the promise. Third is the story format. Is this a list, a step-by-step tutorial, a transformation story, a case study, a comparison? Identify the skeleton, because that skeleton can hold any content. Fourth is the pace and the visuals. How fast are the cuts? Are they using B-rolls, screen recordings, talking head only, text overlays? You don't need to copy their exact editing style, but notice what keeps the energy up. And lastly, you look at the call to action. Where does it appear? Is it soft or direct? Mid-video or at the end? What's the exact ask? After all that, here is where the magic happens. You take that framework and you translate it to your niche. So if you find a fitness video with 10x multiplier with the title, I did 100 push-ups every day for 30 days, I didn't expect this. The framework is I did specific action every day for time frame, and this is the result. If you're a content creator, your version can be I posted on Instagram every day for 30 days, my business transformed. If you're a designer, I redesigned one logo every day for 30 days, my skills transformed. Same skeleton but different muscles. So different context but original execution. Another example, you see a cooking video blow up, $3 ingredient that makes any meal taste expensive. That's a contrast framework. Low cost, high value. Now if you understand that, and if you're a productivity coach, you can make a content like the 5-minute habit that makes your whole day feel productive. See how this works? You're not stealing their ingredient or their habit. You are using their proven psychological trigger. And here is what most people miss. The best creators model themselves. Once you post a video that becomes your internal outlier, you study it like it's someone else's content. This is what 99% of creators don't do, because watching yourself, studying yourself is actually painful. Go past that. Analyze your content. What made this one different? Was it the title format, the hook, maybe the topic, maybe something you tried in the first 2 minutes? Then you make 3 more videos using that exact framework. What every really successful creator does. They find what works, extract pattern, run it until it stops working. And that's the real difference. And that's the real difference between creators who post inconsistently and hope something hits versus creators who systematically produce content that performs. Alright, so let me give you the exact system I use every single week. This is the exact workflow that took me from inconsistent posting to having a content engine that runs like a clockwork. Step 1, research phase. Every week I block out 1 hour on my calendar, non-negotiable. This is my content research time. During that hour, I'm hunting for ideas. I open one of 10, I browse channels in my niche, I check vidIQ for trending topics. I'm looking for anything with a 5x multiplier or higher. When I find one, I save it. I also check my own YouTube studio analytics. What were my top performers this month? Those are internal outliers I need to study. By the end of that hour, I have 5 to 10 new outliers saved. And step 2, build your swipe file. This is your library, your vault of proven patterns. I use Google Drive for this, but you can use Notion, Airtable, whatever works for you. I create a simple database with columns like video title, channel, multiplier scores, hook type, story format, thumbnail styles, and links. Every outlier I find goes in here. Write a work in progress title that would work. Over time, this becomes your unfair advantage because you are not starting from scratch every time. You have a library of what works. In step 3, reverse engineering. Once a week, I pick 2 to 3 outliers from my swipe file. I break them down using that checklist from the last section. I watch each video twice. First time, I just watch as a viewer. I also sent the video to Gemini to ask it to break it down to its framework. Second time, I'm taking notes that only things I can detect that AI cannot. This is important because it gives me ideas I can use which make my content authentic. And this takes maybe 20 minutes per video. Step 4, clone the framework. Now I take those frameworks and I apply them to my content calendar. If I found a title framework that's working, like I tried X for time frame, here is what happened. I brainstorm 5 versions for my niche. If I found a hook structure that opens with a bold claim followed by a personal story, I script my next video using the exact structure. In step 5, test and iterate. I publish the video, then I track 3 metrics: click-through rate, average view duration, and outlier score. If it becomes an internal outlier, I want to model it again. I can make 2 more videos using that same pattern. If it underperforms, don't panic. Just go back to the swipe file and try a different framework and repeat. This is the way. And here's what happens over time. You start to develop pattern recognition. You will browse YouTube and instantly spot a high multiplier video just by the title structure. You will watch a hook and know exactly why it's working. You are training your brain to see what most creators miss. That's the system: 1 hour of research per week, a growing swipe file, reverse engineering outliers, applying frameworks, and testing what works. Now I know setting this up from scratch can feel overwhelming. That's why we built the AI Content Accelerator. We give you the exact templates for your swipe file, the reverse engineering checklist, and step-by-step guidance on implementing this entire system. And of course, AI tools to speed up the whole process. It's completely free, link in the description, go join there. When you model an outlier, you are not guessing what might work. You are using a pattern that already proved it works. You are using a pattern that already proved it works with thousands or millions of people. The algorithm already validated it. The audience already responded to it. You are translating it to your context. But here's the part most people wouldn't think of. Modeling actually makes you more creative, not less. Because you understand 20-30 proven frameworks and you study them, you can mix and match them, you can combine a hook structure from one outlier with a story format from another. You are not limited by what you can think of from scratch. You have a toolkit of proven patterns, you can remix that, people will care about. That's why the best creators, artists, authors, songwriters, painters can make beautiful content consistently without waiting for inspiration. Right, now you know the secret every successful creator know, how they model what already work. And if you want the exact templates and step-by-step guidance on building your content system, join our AI Content Accelerator. Again, it's completely free and I would love to see you inside. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn how to build the only content production team you need, watch this video next.